think that when you're playing Alistair, you need to make those huge pulverized plays if you want to create an impact. And we've seen some of the Alistairs so far this tournament not necessarily find that. So I think we're starting off with a large microscope on Duro.
So DK gonna be happy to take this, and Vi does the Dragon very easily with a W, so doesn't really need any help, and it looks like we will not be getting any action just yet.
I feel like we're a bit robbed. I just thought that maybe the Grubs would be an opportune time, but like you were saying with the top lane reset, as Lucid is going to be taking the first couple of Grubs most definitely, and I don't think that Canyon's going to be there to stop him from taking the last one, especially as he has held his smite.
Yeah, it seems like they kind of expected Canyon to come for a dive bot. You can see Beryl is actually waiting around to cover his top laner, but they ping out, they spot Canyon on the top side.
In the longer trades, Chovy also going for grasp. That means she's even more beefy, and I think we're actually going to get our first fight right now. Let's see what Chovy's trying to steal.
Yep.
Flash still off.
He does manage to get that Crescent Guard. Let's see whether that's going to work out for him in the team fight. Not going to try and chain his way forward, though. As you can see, they're a little bit late for this one. That is going to be one of the Grubs picked up by Gen.G. But now Chovy dives on forward. True Shot Barrage, fair bit of work here. That's first blood right over to Ruler. And the heroic entrance does work out. Just unfortunately doesn't do enough. And that is 2 kills swiftly over to Gen.G.
Which I think is a valid call. The Equalizer,
I would agree,
with the amount of CC that's available, is such an insanely strong ultimate. But now Gen.G, they are going to be feeling amazing, right? Win the early skirmish.
Oh.
As Shiu again taking a beating here. Doesn't have flash.
There's the flash out, but Pulp comes down, and Keen's tanking the turret for a really long time, but the perfect flash timing gets him out of there. That's feats of strength going over to Gen.G.
I think committing
that is true. That is true.
More would have been a bit.
Beryl able to exit now, but he moves away because he doesn't want to give Ruler the kill.
Okay, that's fair. I was thinking, you know, you want to move to your AD carry to get the dash to them, but clearly was like, you know what? I think I'm dead anyway.
Really into that health stacking as Shiu does a flash, but this is going to be hard to outplay. Love it from the ult.
Yeah, there's the Vault Breaker coming in. Equalizer is down, and he's held in there forever. Canyon able to get himself out of there, and this is such a renaissance for Canyon, I have to say. His early game, a whole lot more proactive, being able to get around and get things done. Of course, it helps when everyone on the map is winning, but it's just good to see him doing stuff.
Come back in the meta in the first place was into Zeri specifically, so you have guaranteed lockdown.
Well, what about Rumble for the Zeri lockdown?
By death. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Doesn't stop her from skating over that wall, as we could see there, but it is going to gather Gen.G and outer turret in this mid lane. Man, this has turned from pretty good early game for Gen.G to just a slaughter.
And that's the thing is, you know, they have the tools going later in the game, as you said, with like the Vi and the Zeri to shut down these threats. You know, this tank Galio, you're playing into 2 of the bulkier AP champions you can have in these solo laners, with the Rumble, who obviously builds quite tanky now, and this Grasp Roa Chovy. I think they're really going to lack damage in these fights if it keeps going this way.
Well, Duro going to try and pulverize his way out of this situation. Does have the Unbreakable Will, as now he uses the headbutt to taxi over towards the Sentinel. He's doing everything he can to try and escape, and Lucid says, no, you're not going to. Aiming is the one that picks up the kill exactly where they want that money to be at. But is it going to be enough to get DK back into this game?
They need to get the Dragon, though. That's the big thing. A kill was nice, but that alone is not going to be enough, and we do see the contestants coming through. Keen is there.
Yeah, Equalizer goes down. Aiming, taking so much from just one ability. Does have the redemption, though, as Canyons dive forward. True Shot Barrage right over the top there from Ruler. As Showmaker looking for that backline. Canyon already down as it's Aiming, stringing these kills together. Big taunt from Showmaker, but can he lock down Ruler? That's going to be the question. Chovy's already dead, though, and Gen.G, I think they're already out of this fight.
Managed to win the fight with the numbers advantage, but Gen.G's still looking. Ruler's healthy enough. She has the range.
STP.
These health bars are going low as Beryl burning down, and now Lucid looking for the opportunity, but he's put down immediately by Showmaker. Keen taunted as he turns up, almost able to get the kill, and eventually is. And now Shiu looking to take down Duro once again. Duro able to clop his way towards this brush, but that is still the Drake going over to DK and a whole lot more. Sure of it. Yeah, you'd need crayons. Yeah, he does. See, look, you can see the crayon. It's in his hand. It's an imaginary crayon, but it's a crayon.
Wouldn't you use like a nice set of like pens?
If you're doing it homemade, it almost always needs to be crayon.
Oh, I'll defer to you on that one.
Yeah. Like, that's how I made my license.
Guys, the Gold King has the most gold. How crazy is that?
That's nutty. Chovy has the most not being alive.
Wait, what? Is that Otacon?
That might just be.
This is.
Canyon's moving over to try and get him range. Shiwu doesn't have TP. He needs the furthest away. That's the only thing that might cause some.
There is a risk here for sure. Yeah, Otacon still completely shreds you, and the equalizer is available. I think DK are going to be looking for the turner. I don't think you want to actually try and flip this. Shiwu isn't there yet, though.
The turn is pretty dangerous. 15 seconds on Chovy with no teleport. As DK, they're getting softened up by this Otacon over and over again. The redemption comes down. There's the equalizer. Decent position on that one as well as Lucid taking a lot of damage. Has to use the ulti very defensively. As Otacon down to 3,000. Oh man, are we flipping the game on an Otacon? Is that what's happening here, DK? Let's see what they can get done here as Beryl doesn't find anything. And it's Canyon that locks away the buff. Oh, DK, they had so much control. And in an instant, they kissed it goodbye. Shiwu down to 100 health. Keen throwing harpoons all over the place as Duro going the way of Beryl, but this time he has a death prevention buff, and True Shot Barrage is exactly what the start of that word says, as Ruler is able to lock that one down, and that's an ace.
Wait, but they're so low already.
And in the meantime, Lucid's trying to farm his jungle. He's not allowed to do that as the Pulverize comes in from Duro, and Chovy even able to throw down his own ultimate against him. Shiwu turns up, Showmaker also teleporting in. Oh, it really feels like DK are starting to scramble.
Look at that gold grab.
Yeah, all of that comes down to, again, we've seen this so many times. It's why I thought that we're going to play way more aggressive for a pick. Otacon is very, very dangerous. It's the damage, and it's the fact that you become as squishy as what feels like a level 1 character, right? Your resistance just get shot to hell. And if Lucid has his ultimate and he doesn't or isn't forced to use it immediately very early on just because of the equalizer and like 1 Q from Ruler, like then he can walk up and actually contest. He was close to being in smite range, but he just couldn't walk up.
But also the fact that their top laner just wasn't there. Jason's miles away, no TP. Like, they think, oh, we have a pick, it's a 5v4, but that doesn't work if your top laner's not there.
Yeah, and when he did turn up, Keen just barbecued him off to the side where he was able to have no teamfight impact at all. As Taunt is going to be able to pick up Keen there as Chovy dives back in. Another redemption to try and keep them alive, but an equalizer gorgeously placed. The Pulverize onto 3 Duro. Oh man, I am a fan again. Don't you worry. It might have been a couple of difficult games, but this guy on the cow is looking fantastic. Ruler dancing around the backside of the fight. Shiwu gets melted. A triple kill for Keen's Rumble, who looks so happy to have his teammates back alongside him here these playoffs.
And you just see Aiming not able to play the game. Vi-ulted, Alistair combo, knocked back again by the Vault Breaker. Didn't get to press his buttons, and Gen.G convincingly finished out this game.
And Duro, I thought it was going to be setting some death records without been playing. Currently 1-1 and 15.
Damn.
In this first match on the Alistair.
Absolutely gorgeous stuff here as the first Nexus goes down, and as it dies, so does Orcs' prediction for this series. So he is now a renegade.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.